I haven't played RuneScape in 8 years. After a long hiatus, I'm back. This is chunkman, a chunkman, but with my own twist. Pretty straightforward. I have free access to the Grand Exchange. However, to complete a task, it must be done outside of the Grand Exchange. Where will this adventure lead? Well, only one way to find out. The nostalgia is flowing pretty hard right now. It's been a very long time since I've logged on to this game. First chunk that made the most sense was the Grand Exchange, obviously. The good news with the Grand Exchange is that there's only one task here, and it is to obtain an unarmed, which is already done. So, already completed our first chunk, and it's time to do a new one. I think this will kind of be the easiest way to explain my rule sets. So with the Grand Exchange chunk, like I said, obtained and unarmed, so we'll complete that. So now here's where my account differs from your typical chunkman account. Free access to the Grand Exchange, that's kind of what makes it a main account. In order to complete a task that requires like a drop or something like that, those have to be obtained outside the Grand Exchange. So like for example, if there's a Rune Medhelm task, I have to obtain it as a drop. Can't buy it from the Grand Exchange to complete it as a task. Second rule, I'm allowing myself to pick my next chunk. And I've also given myself the ability to pick diagonal chunks. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Now it's just time to come up with a plan for what we want to do. So I think the most important part of a new account is to get 43 prayer as quick as possible to unlock protect from melee. So I think I want to make my way up here to the Chaos Temple. So now it's just kind of finding a good path for that. I think the best route is to unlock Ferox Enclave first. That way I have a bank, and then we'll kind of figure out where we're going from there. So first chunk we're going to unlock is going to be chunk 6. So calculate tasks. We have get 5 attack, wield a steel weapon, obtain a steel axe, obtain an iron medhelm, and complete task 9 of the Varrock Easy Diary. Another thing is that I am allowing myself all the starter stuff. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to drop it considering I'm a main account. So I may try to sell some of this stuff off and see what kind of food I can get. Alright, so here we are. They're level 10. Kind of concerning. I think the drop rate's 1 in 128, so we may be here for a while. This is not going well. I'm getting absolutely wrecked right now. Alright, yeah, this definitely isn't going to work out with my stats. I know that there was those spiders over here. May need to find a way to lure them into my chunk a little easier. So now I just remember that logs are actually pretty decent money at the beginning stages. So I decided to just cut until I got level 6 woodcutting. So now I can buy a steel axe. And then I should be able to buy also full iron. I will say I don't quite remember level 10 monsters being this strong, but I think we may have to take our talents over to those spiders because I don't think this is going to cut it for now. Well, I managed to get a kill, but that was very painful. Wow. So I bought some wind strikes to make this a little less painful. Luckily, they kind of keep wandering in here, so it's making it a little easier. But if I sit here for a little bit and none kind of wander in here, definitely going to use the wind strike to get them over here just to make things a little quicker, and I'll get some magic experience. And the cool thing is this imp occasionally spawns in here, so that'll be some extra experience, maybe some drops if it doesn't run away. So just got level 5 attack, missed the pop-up, but gonna go buy a steel scimitar. Another batch of logs here. Should be a decent bit of profit there. So black scimitar as well, so I don't have to run back here. And there's level 10 attack. Can wield the black scimitar. I think the biggest issue I had on the thugs was the accuracy. As long as we get steel armor, I think we'll be alright. And shouldn't take too long with this black scimitar to get to level 5 defense. And there's level 5 defense, level 9 combat. I think now we should be good enough to go fight the thugs. Another batch of logs should be enough to get my steel armor, and I'm kind of hoping I can get a strength or a power amulet. That'll definitely be some help. So we're looking pretty good now. I like how we're progressing so far. The strength amulet's definitely a nice upgrade. But now comes the fun of trying to find the stray dog in this very limited area. So there's probably gonna be a lot of world hopping that needs to be done. Oh! No way! I started on World 302 and went to World 303 and instantly the dog is here. Wow, what is the chances? There we go. I've never been so happy in my life. That made my life so easy. So there we go. We can Officially mark off our first actual task right there. Significantly better. I haven't even gotten hit yet, and almost got him down to half health. Alright. I think we can handle this. Man, I'm getting really lucky. The only problem is this is probably killing my luck for the future. I think I am about... I know I'm less than 10 kills in. There's the Iron Med Helm. These dudes actually have decent drops. I just got a Grimy Renardweed drop, which that is worth, what was it, about a little over 5k? Yeah, almost 6k. And there we go. I was at 6 minutes on the Iron Med Helm, and now we're down here at basically 14 minutes. There's the Steel Axe. Wield it real quick, and that will be all of our tasks completed. Wield a steel weapon, obtain Steel Axe, obtain Iron Med Helm. So there we go. Now I got to figure out which chunk I want to do next. Alright, so if I do this diagonal one right here to the Ferox Enclave, I have access to the bank, and I'll be able to get in through here or through here. And the only thing is to cook a cooked meat. And so here we are at a new chunk. Level 21 Grizzly Bear is the only way that I can obtain meat. So let's gear up. I might need to go back to the Grand Exchange and grab some food, but we'll see how it fares. Alright, here we go. Good luck us. Yeah, he hits pretty hard, but I think I'm making pretty good progress. I'll definitely have enough food to take him down. Alright, and so he's down. The only issue is I thought I'd be able to cut one of these trees, but I cannot. So let's grab this bear meat, go find a tree to cut down, and try to cook it. Come on, first try lucky. Oh, of course not. Second bear down. That one messed me up a lot more than the first one, but let me grab this and get out of this guy's way. Second time lucky. Don't do it to me twice. Oh my, of course. Okay, third time's gotta be the charm here. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Who would have thought cooking a bear meat would have been the hardest task ever? This can't be real life. Finally, thank you. Why was that so difficult? There's that one done. So now comes the fun part of trying to figure out the best way to get to the Chaos Temple without having to do some crazy grinds. Okay, so now we can check that one off, but let's unlock this one. Calculate tasks. I've got obtain a bronze dagger and wilderness easy diary, which is kill a mammoth. That actually might be kind of difficult, but I can probably use magic or something to do that. All right, so here we are. There's a bronze dagger spawn somewhere. I gotta find that. Okay, here it is. That was pretty difficult. I had to go up a bunch of stairs and ladders and stuff, but there it is, finally found it. Hoping 150 airstrike casts will be enough to take one of these down. Bought a wizard hat, amulet of magic, and an air staff. Truthfully, forgot how bad airstrike sucks. But at least we'll get some magic levels. Alright, let's hope this works a little better. I don't even know what the max hit is with these, but it's definitely better than 2. I just hit a 6. I didn't even know that was possible, but this thing is almost dead. Significantly better than the airstrike. And there we go, we killed it. I don't know if big bones are worth anything, but we'll grab them. That should be the chunk completed. Alright, so here we go. Kill a mammoth. Complete. Alright, so truthfully, I think I'm going to have to go completely around and unlock 6 next, and then just loop around that way. Seems like the only feasible thing, because here is the corporeal beast, which I can't do. Definitely going to have to do an interesting loop, so we'll go ahead and unlock 6. No tasks to complete in 6. No tasks there, so we'll go ahead and unlock 14. Steel sword, iron full helm, iron kite shield. I think we can do that. That shouldn't be too hard, so I think that will be our next chunk. So the steel sword will be from a spawn drop, and then the other 2 items that I need to get will be from killing hill giants. And there we go. There's the steel sword. Go ahead and throw it on real quick. But there's that task completed. Time to go try and take on one of these hill giants. The deeper into the wilderness I go, the more and more nervous I get. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to kill a level 12 in full steel, but you never know these days. So yeah, I definitely don't think this is going to happen. Even if I do kill one, it's not really worth it. So let's go do some training. I would imagine I probably need to get my defense up a bit, because they hit pretty hard. They were hitting me for 4s. So if I can get black armor and maybe a myth scimitar, I think we'll be alright. So now I can use the myth scimitar. Gonna go grab that real quick. We'll get to 10 defense and then see if we can take on the hill giants. And there's 10 defense. I don't know why I didn't get the pop-up, but we have it. Hopefully I have enough money to buy black armor. I'm not sure if I do. Man, look at that. Up to our first over 10k. Got 11k right now. I don't know how much black armor is, but hopefully it's not going to set me back too much. So here we go, got the full black armor on. Decided to buy a cape because I was tired of looking at myself without one. Good news is that each hill giant drops big bones, and surprisingly, when I checked the price, I was very happy because they sell for 800 each. Oh, what's going on here? Battle for the ages. Who's going to win? Oh, he's got him ice barraged. Behind a tree. Oh, here comes another guy, level 81. Oh, more people. They're double teaming him. Oh, teleported out. Is he gonna attack him now? Oh yeah, he is. This venom is not great for this guy. I think I got my money on the Void guy because this guy just got out of a battle. The Void guy's prayer switching is pretty bad, I'll say. The Void guy staff bashed and his prayer switching is terrible. Oh, that would have been... Oh, and he's out. Alright, that was fun. Doesn't seem to be going too bad so far. The only thing I'm worried about are these ghosts because we're in multi-combat and I really don't want to have to tank both of these. Truthfully, not too horrible. Only used 3 food. Got a uncut emerald and big bones. We managed to get 10 kills, so I think I can just bank and come back here. I don't think I have to go back to the thugs anymore. We can just keep the training going here. See how much this inventory is actually worth. I didn't even check. So 8.6k. Pretty good. There's 20 strength. I think I'm going to focus on defense for a little bit again. I want to get up to 20 for Mithril. From what I remember, Mithril's pretty strong for the level requirement. I can focus on attack and strength after I get Mithril. And there's another 10 killed. Still no luck with the Iron Full Helm or the Iron Kite Shield, but truthfully, I'm kind of okay with staying here for a little bit. It's pretty good money, pretty good training. So just click this Pool of Restoration. I thought it would only do my hit points, but apparently it restores my run energy to full. I know there's some teleport jewelry that teleports here, so that could be my, I guess, cheap way of having stamina potions and prayer recharges if it's needed. And there we got 20 defense. So after this inventory, go buy my Mithril armor. Still no luck on any of these drops. Go figure, I get like the rarest drop before I get either of the drops that I want. I can't really do anything with the giant key, but I think it's like a 1 out of 128. So third trip done. This inventory was really good. 22k. Woo! That's big money right there. So check out the full Mithril. Looks pretty damn good. Also decided to buy a Ring of Dueling because I can teleport to the Ferox Enclave with that. I still haven't decided how I want to treat teleports with jewelry. I'm thinking I might give myself access to chunks that this jewelry can bring me to. I think the way I'm going to treat it is I have to at least unlock a chunk that piece of jewelry can teleport to, if that makes sense. For example, with the Ring of Dueling, since I can go to Ferox Enclave, I might allow myself to use those other chunks as unlocks, but we'll cross that road when we get there. Not really worried about it right now. Oh man, I'm starting to feel like this stuff didn't exist. Whew, there's the Iron Kite Shield. And there it is, finally. We're done. Not sure if you'll be able to see the loot tracker here, but 59 kills. Took 59 kills to get those, but we're finally done. Alright, so there we go. We can mark that one off and mark that one off. So now I gotta figure out, I think 22's the play. See what we can potentially get here. Carve a Waka canoe. Yeah, so that's perfect. I'm gonna unlock that. And basically, I think you need 57 woodcutting to do a Waka canoe. Gives me something to AFK, so now I can edit my video. So that works out perfectly. Also, one of the tasks is cast a wind strike, which I've already done, so we'll just mark that one off. So I went ahead and got 15 woodcutting real quick, which means I can cut oak trees. I don't think I have access to any willow trees, or if I do, they're probably in the wilderness, I think. So I think my best bet's going to be to do these oak trees over here. And there we have the beautiful 41 woodcutting. Can now use the rune axe. Just got me a U seed from a bird's nest. Worth 28k. It's pretty good. Ooh, now that's a big one. I was kind of worried about making money for bones to get to 43 prayer. That's 100k right there, basically. I think with the seeds and the bird's nests that I'm getting, I will easily be able to afford 43 prayer. Ooh, just got a dragon fruit seed worth 200k. There's 57 woodcutting for the Waka canoe. And all the loot from woodcutting, 600k. I think that'll be enough to afford my 43 prayer. Alright, let's chop down this Waka canoe station. Get this Waka canoe going. Ooh, I guess I was not meant to travel up here. but I guess this is the chunk I'm unlocking, so it's fine, no big deal. And now we will check off the 57 woodcutting for the Waka canoe, and then we will unlock chunk 21, which gives us a bunch of tasks from the moss giants. I got steel med helm, myth spear, black square shield, and a magic staff. There's 30 attack. Time to slap this Addy scimitar on. Magic staff obtained. And a few kills later, black square shield, steel med helm, just got the myth spear to go. So I've got 2 long bones so far, still no mithril spear. There's no way, they're 1 in 400. So apparently I missed the recording of the myth spear drop because I'm a terrible YouTuber. But here's everything for this chunk completed. Go ahead and check everything off real quick. So now we go chunk 24, which has no tasks. Chunk 27, which also has no tasks. And then finally chunk 31, which is the chaos altar. And it only has 1 chunk task, which is to just pray at the altar for the diary task. So that'll be super easy. Time to get 43 prayer. So go ahead and buy 100 dragon bones. Hopefully that should be enough. And then also a burning amulet. I believe it teleports me up there to the lava maze. Made a slight miscalculation. For some reason I thought it would teleport me into the chunk that I have unlocked, but it didn't. So since I'm already up here, I'll go ahead and do this inventory. But for the rest, unfortunately gonna have to take the long walk and traverse the entire wilderness just to get over here. I decided to risk it and take every bone that I have with me because this is a long walk. Don't want to have to do this in multiple trips, so hopefully we don't die. If we do, that'll be unfortunate because that will be a lot of money lost. Ooh, man, I was so close. I got to 41 prayers, so unfortunately we're gonna have to buy a couple more bones and make another long trek up here. I was going to try to just manually bury worm bones for the rest because I didn't want to go all the way up there, but these give very slow experience. It's going to be expensive if I do it this way, so I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and walk all the way up there. There we have it, 43 prayer. Finally, got all the protection prayers unlocked. So I needed to make an amendment on my chunks here. So in hindsight, I didn't realize what I had done when I took this chunk, but apparently there is a single int spawn in here. Pretty much every chunk that I've clicked to look to unlock requires me to burn a magic log and fletch a magic log. And apparently you also need 75 woodcutting to even get magic logs from the ints. I have to get 75 woodcutting, 75 fletching, and 75 fire making for pretty much any chunk. And I really don't feel like doing a 40-hour grind this early into the account. Originally it was a free chunk, and chunk 9 and chunk 11 are also free chunks. So had I known in advance that there was an int in this chunk, I would have taken 9 and 11 to begin with. The only difference is it maybe would have been a little bit longer of a walk to the hill giants. All 3 of these were free chunks anyways, so it doesn't really make a difference. Didn't really want to restart the entire account because of a free chunk, if that makes sense. Hopefully you guys understand why I'm doing that. It'll just make my life a lot more easier. I promise we'll do some longer grinds once we get further into the account, but haven't played in 8 years. Last thing I want to do is a 40-hour woodcutting and fire making and fletching grind. But on that note, I think we're going to cap off the episode there, and then we'll do our next chunk in the next episode. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you did and you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like and a comment. Appreciate it. See you in the next one.